Hello, my name's Pam Inder and I'm the chair of Leicester City of Sanctuary at the moment. The job of chair obviously changes from year to year. And at the moment I'm sitting talking in our drop-in centre, which is in the Donaldson Centre, part of St Martin's House, next door to the cathedral. We opened just over a month ago, beginning of May. And today I think has been our busiest day so far. We've had 18 or 19 asylum seekers through the doors. I have to say that's partly because we're running a computer course. We've had 6 or 7 people doing a computer course. But the big attraction today, I think, has been a pampering session run by Lush, the cosmetics company. Those of you who know Leicester, it's on Gallery Gate, opposite Marks and Spencer's. It's the place that has huge blocks of strange looking soap in the window, and they're doing a pampering session for ladies, and that seems to have been very, very popular. They're washing people's hands and feet and rubbing them with all sorts of creams, and they all come away smelling wonderful. On a normal week, well, there isn't such a thing as a normal week yet. We're hoping to have all sorts of things like the Lush Pampering Day, special events. But on a usual week, we will be running things like computer courses, sewing courses. We have somebody who'd quite like to teach jewellery making. We haven't actually organised that course yet. So there will, over time, be quite a lot of things happening here. And even if you don't want to join any of the courses, we have games for children, we have things like jigsaws and chess and Scrabble, and we serve tea and coffee, and people can just sit around and chat, look at magazines, relax in what we hope is a relatively pleasant environment. We do other things in this centre as well. On Tuesday evenings we have an English class running. At the moment I think it's got 6 or 7 members. The classes are never very large, but it's for people who, I think when people come to this country it's very important, whatever's going to happen to them, whether they're staying here, whether they're going somewhere else, learning English is really important. And if you're in this country, this is your opportunity to learn to speak good English. So we run English classes. They're especially important for asylum seekers now, because asylum seekers are no longer allowed to take the ESOL, English as a Second Language, courses as they used to be. You have to wait until you've actually got status before you're allowed to do an ESOL course, which is rather silly because people sit around for years waiting to get status, and then at that point they could go off and get a job. It would have been much better if they'd used the time they were waiting to actually learn to improve their English. So we run English language classes, and on Wednesday mornings we also have another way of learning English, which is called a FANS group. FANS, F-A-N-S, stands for Friends and Neighbours. And what we do is we get together a group of people who want to improve their English and a group of native English speakers, and we have a conversation, so people get used to speaking English, listening to English, hearing a series of different voices speaking English, and this is a very good way for people to become more confident in the language. That happens here at 10:30 on Wednesday mornings. That at the moment is most of what's happening here, though City of Sanctuary does do all sorts of other things. We're running a series of trips for asylum seekers. We got a grant of £1,000 from the Red Nose Fund, with which we hope to run 3 trips. The first one will be on August the 13th, and we're taking a group of people to the Sherwood Forest Centre in Nottinghamshire, which is a nice country place, but they have all sorts of events going on vaguely connected with Robin Hood. We also hope to run a trip to the seaside a bit later in the year, and another trip, as yet to be decided, possibly to Twin Lakes. We took a group last year to Twin Lakes theme park. That seemed to be very popular, and the good thing about that is that a lot of what happens there is undercover, but we shall have to see how far the money goes. City of Sanctuary does other things as well, in that part of our remit is to try to, we say our role is to make asylum seekers welcome in our community, and part of doing that obviously is all the activities that we do, but another side of that is helping people learn about the reality, the host community learn about the reality of being an asylum seeker. Asylum seekers get a terrible press. People see them as scroungers, they see them as coming over here to take benefits, to take their jobs, to take council houses. Most people can't distinguish between asylum seekers and illegal immigrants, and part of our role is to go out and give talks in schools and other organisations to talk to people about what it's really like to be an asylum seeker. And you'd be surprised how sympathetic people are when they really begin to understand about the realities and stop believing what the Daily Mail has to say. So we do all these things, and we hope, in a small way at least, to make life easier for the asylum seekers and new refugees within our community.